Kansas had the opening possession, but it's stolen right away by Toby Okani for West Virginia. So by default, it's the Mountaineers that get the game's first true possession.
That brings Small off a pin down.
Andre, the rebound goes back up and kicks off. Andre making his second start for West Virginia. He started about 3 weeks ago against North Carolina Central. So the availability of Amani Hansberry is also in question for West Virginia today. Kansas, the regular starting five, including A.J. Storr for the Jayhawks. Three from Dickinson to begin the game is short.
West Virginia wants to do initial push and then look for Small. You give it up, come on, pin downs, or ball screens in the middle.
There's the lineup for Darren DeVries. Really making a start, and there's the first bucket. Andre averaging about 15 minutes a game. A short time ago, we asked Darren DeVries, how many minutes do you need from Andre? 20, and he kind of gave me even more than that today.
Thumbs up, we need more. They are thin in the middle.
Mayo short, and the Jayhawks have missed their first couple of shot opportunities.
That ball screen last time, he got at the rim as the rotation for Kansas did not arrive in time. Another high ball screen.
Sincere Harris. It's in the lane, shoots over Harris, but left it short, and it carries out of bounds. It looked like it was last touched by Dickinson. Hunter was trying to sell that it was going to be Kansas ball, but the official here on the near side, Randy McCall, said it's West Virginia ball.
West Virginia very active on the glass. They've got a number of guys that are pogo sticks, quick to the ball.
Small launches a three. Here comes Mayo. Adams got to back down Powell. Kick to the corner for an open look for Storr.
Excellent ball movement. The double inside and the rotation got a good look. The Jayhawks, but could not knock it down.
Kansas has missed their first three shot attempts, two of those being threes. Small feeds Okani, trying to get to the rim. Underneath, good ball movement, and Andre lays it in. And West Virginia has scored the game's first two buckets.
Okani is a big key for the Mountaineers. When he plays well, they win. Big game in the win over Gonzaga. Another big game in a win over Arizona. Keep an eye on number 5 in that dark blue jersey.
Storr trying to feed Dickinson, nearly lost it. Shot clock gets under 10 for the Jayhawks. Hunter and Andre goes in with the left hand, lost a handle on that, and it kicked oddly off the backboard.
West Virginia is doubling the post on the bounce. They're waiting till the ball gets dribbled, making Dickinson make quick decisions. Lost the handle on that last one.
Did count as a shot attempt, so they've missed their first 4. Harris, sophomore transfer from Illinois with the dribble. It's the screen from Andre. Powell, catch and shoot three. Got it. And timeout, Bill Self in Kansas. And West Virginia, undermanned, lands the first punch on this New Year's Eve in Lawrence.
For Darren DeVries.
Well, obviously a much different roster. They lost 12 of the 13 players off last year's roster. New head coach Darren DeVries obviously undermanned. His son Tucker DeVries not playing for a 4th straight game. It looks like Amani Hansberry's not going to play as well. Great credentials. What a career he had at Drake, taking them to a couple of tournaments.
And I've seen him a number of times at Drake. Undermanned, injured. Teams always come out and play well. His son Tucker DeVries, 2-time Valley Player of the Year, but on the bench.
They've done that to start today. An early timeout for Bill Self, and an Adams 15-footer is no good. Not sure if that's the shot that Bill Self was looking for out of that timeout. The Jayhawks have missed their first 5 shot attempts. Small got Adams in the air. Shot clock's at 7, and Powell lets another one fly. His second three-point attempt, that one off the left side.
Well, the freshman hit his first three. That could be a confidence builder. They'll need points from him from the perimeter.
Jayhawks still looking for their first points, and over almost 4.5 minutes into the game. Harris, floater, and that's short.
West Virginia, pressure on the ball is keeping Kansas on the perimeter. They win into Dickinson early if they go back in their next possession.
0 for 6 start from the field for the Jayhawks. Here's Small, probes, lob, Andre is able to finish it as it trickled in.
Javon Small attracts so much attention. That roll man is going to be open.
Boy, a screen by Dickinson absolutely put Jonathan Powell on the deck. He quickly gets up. Play continues with Adams. He's got O'Connor on his back. Harris looking for Dickinson. 3, Mayo. There's the answer for Kansas. The guy who's been their hottest three-point shooter the last few games.
He's been ringing them up the last 2 games and finally got the look. Got Kansas on the board. More middle ball screens for the Mountaineers.
O'Connor over Mayo. Tried to kiss it in. Mayo, by the way, now 11 for his last 18 three-point attempts. Dickinson, Adams was all alone for a moment, but the defense collapsed on him. KJ in the lane, fighting. Contact there. That shot may have been partially blocked.
West Virginia has stayed between the ball and the basket. They have owned their own matchup on the defensive end. Been impressive.
Javon Small, transfer from Oklahoma State. Andre down low, turning, scoring O'Connor as he got past Mayo.
Andre on the short roll. They know Dickinson's going to come up and hedge the screen. He's making some great decisions in that short roll.
What a start for West Virginia. 8-point lead. They've hit 5 of 11 from the field. Harris 3 is long. Kansas now 1 for 9 to start the game. They've been out-rebounded now 11-4.
It's been one and done at the offensive end as West Virginia has gotten bodies on those white jerseys. Now, they're going to middle ball screen Kansas to death.
Small looking for Andre all alone. They confuse Dickinson. And another Kansas timeout. Wow. Who saw this coming? No Tucker DeVries. It looks like no Amani Hansberry. No problem for West Virginia. They're out to an early 10-point lead at Allen Fieldhouse.
It's been all points in the paint. Lob on the top. Dickinson gets caught in no man's land. They're using that hard hedge against Kansas. There's the roll right down the middle in front of the rim. And Andre gets an easy 2.
That's 8 points for in under 8 minutes at home. But a legend, obviously, Hall of Famer, 22nd season here in Lawrence. A couple of national titles. Come in ranked 7th. They came into Morgantown last year ranked 3rd and got knocked off by the Mountaineers. Out of the timeout, Harris off the glass.
Just took his do-it-yourself kid, went right down Main Street. That's going to be open the dribble drive. There's so much pressure on the ball, you've got to beat your man off the bounce, which Harris did.
Bill Self mentioned that when Javon Small went in the transfer portal out of Oklahoma State last offseason, they recruited hard to get Small here in Lawrence. He wound up in Morgantown. 3 to shoot. 3 is missed. Harris Elizevich, the offensive rebound. The senior transfer on the floor for the first time today, but it's a thin bench for West Virginia with the injuries. Also in the game now, KJ Tenner, number 3, a freshman. Deep 3, Powell. Tip. And Floria Badunga is in the game now for Kansas, the Jayhawk rebound. Lob for KJ. He's fouled by Javon Small. That is the first foul called in this game. It goes against the Mountaineers. Just over 11.5 minutes to play first half.
Wall-up defense, challenge at the rim. The Mountaineers, they couldn't get off to a better start, Mark.
Absolutely, and this is obviously another sellout here with Allen Fieldhouse. They're 376 consecutive. And I think the crowd, the students aren't back yet from the semester break. The crowd coming here looking to celebrate New Year's Eve, and the West Virginia Mountaineers have kept them quiet so far.
They've got the defensive end, and they've exposed Kansas at their defensive end.
And there's a turnover out of the media timeout. It's the second Kansas turnover. West Virginia has not turned the ball over yet. Bill Self trying to see his team find a little momentum. There was the Christmas break for the Kansas team. Everybody was allowed to go home for 3 days. They came back on the 26th. They've been practicing since then, but haven't played since the Brown game.
I asked Coach Self about that. Is the Christmas break, that time off, going to affect you? We only had 3 days off. Shouldn't be any effect at all. Of course, every team goes through it this time of year.
Joseph Yesufu with the dribble. He's a Jayhawk, former Jayhawk, I should say. The jumper in and out, missed by Andre. So Yesufu has come in. KJ Tenner's been in. Yesufu won a national championship ring with the Jayhawks.
Yeah, he's got a ring. He's got a championship in his ring. How about that one? And he started his career playing for Darren DeVries at Drake.
Biggie Coit, a miss, but a rebound by Badunga on the long rebound. Keeps the possession for Kansas, even though the Jayhawks are now 2 for 11 from the field and hit only 1 of 5 3-pointers. Badunga, a high percentage on the lob. That is his game.
Well, Kansas ran right back at West Virginia. What the Mountaineers have been doing, high middle ball screen, run the big to the rim and throw it up.
There's a reason Badunga's shooting 81% from the field.
Looked like me on my Nerf hoop.
Small
get more attention now coming off those screens.
Deep three, Tenner. Badunga into the arms. And here comes Harris. Harris trying to get his own miss. Loose ball deflected. Taken by Tenner. He'll wait for his teammates to catch up in the half court.
West Virginia's made some great decisions on when to push it, when to bring it out.
O'Connor, he can drive. Missed the shot. A Badunga rebound. Floyd making an immediate impact since coming into the game for Dickinson.
At both ends, defensively and on that roll lob. They'll try it again.
Harris down the left side of the lane. There's Andre to swat it away. His team leading 24th block of the season. Small lines up a three, and it's just a hair long. But another offensive rebound. That one for O'Connor. An opportunity in and out for Tenner.
Tenner had a great look at it. Second chance opportunity.
Coit gets it back from Adams. Biggie, floater. Jayhawks just not shooting well at all to start this game.
Coit with an off-balance floater.
Kansas 3 of 15 from the floor. Mountaineers counter 6 of 19. Neither team shooting the three well because West Virginia's 1 of 7 3-point shooting, and they've missed their last 7 overall shots.
Well, both Powell, the freshman, got that first one.
There's Small getting to the rim. Got past Harris.
Mark, the ball never left his hands. He controlled the tempo. Came off the ball screens, got all the way to the heart of the Kansas defense. Small may go 40 minutes tonight.
You may have to play a lot of games near that minute total in the conference play. Off the glass, too hard from KJ Adams.
KJ just going one-on-one. There's no rebounding.
Eduardo Andre, what a feed right at the rim for the flush.
Andre has been rim running this entire game. That time caught Kansas asleep.
Jayhawks get a bucket. Tenner, by the way, was the one that fed Andre. Jayhawks able to answer with a shot from distance there to make it a 7-point game.
See how West Virginia wants to control this tempo. They're going to walk it up. Darren DeVries putting people in place. Another middle ball screen, middle third.
Yesufu, he knows this floor very well. Joseph Yesufu, a former Jayhawk, hits one from the right corner.
Came off the ball screen, sucked in the weak side defense. Yesufu, that was a horse shot from the corner.
Griffin and the last bucket for Kansas. Now he turns it over. Yesufu fouled by Griffin on the run.
West Virginia went the run. Tenor over the top. Andre pounds it through. Virginia. West Virginia up by
Freshman and sophomore years at Drake for Darren DeVries, but his junior and senior years he played here at Kansas. Hits a three from the corner. And Yesufu, part of the national title team for Bill Self, that 2021-22 season. Then they were trying to repeat, got knocked out by Arkansas. And Bill Self said, hey, we love Joe. It just minutes-wise wasn't going to work out here. He went to Washington State last year where he could start. Played the first 6 games, started those, but got hurt, missed the rest of the year. Now West Virginia getting some time.
It's got to feel good. Come back in the old Allen Fieldhouse and knock one down from the corner. His first look. 6th man of the year for Drake. Playing for Darren DeVries. And Darren said he's in the portal. I knew his game. Picked him up.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty easy pickup for Darren DeVries to reunite with Yesufu. Here's Dickinson, and got Shaquille Moore in the game for the first time for Kansas. Never tried to trap Tenor. Shot clock at 7. Got Raquise Passmore in the game as well. That shot short from Tenor. Ball being tied up. And the possession arrow will keep it with West Virginia.
There's Yesufu in the bottom of the scrum. Keeping that possession for West Virginia. That time Tenor, ball screen up top. He refused the ball screen, tried to get the open lane. Didn't get it up on the backboard. Last time they run OB play, it was for Small to get a shot.
Small was on the bench for a very brief time, back out there. Yesufu goes back to the Mountaineer bench. Small, a pass from Andre, a little bit low, had trouble getting it off the bounce, and now Kansas will have possession. And a reminder, coming up on ESPN2 later today, 4 Eastern time. More Big 12 action. Arizona State taking on BYU. Yes, that is Big 12 basketball.
Yeah, how about Arizona State? A surprise teams had a good preseason.
Dickinson cannot get it. Hit both sides of the rim and fell off.
It got him pushed off his sweet spot.
Under 0 for 3. Andre on the other side of that, 6 for 8. A dozen points, 4 rebounds, and right now, man, he has been a big problem for KU.
Been rim running, they've been thrown up to him, and he's been defending at the other end for the Mountaineers, but looks a little gassed right now. Number 0 there. Looking over the bench, there's no one to put in, but Coach DeVries, keep going.
3, left corner. Powell. It's his second 3 of the game.
The freshman, he's only taken 12 shots inside the arc. You got to get out and make Powell put it on the deck.
8-0 run in the last 2 minutes for West Virginia. Moore. That was close to going offensive, but it's a blocking foul on Okani.
Andre coming in from the weak side. He's averaging 5 a game. He's already in a career with 12. Collapse the entire defense. Powell clicks his heels out of that left corner. Drops one in for the Mountaineers.
West Virginia outscoring Kansas in the paint 16-4. There's the other storylines. Andre outscoring the Jayhawks. Now that's even. On the bucket down low. Griffin was wanting a foul. I should say Mayo was wanting a foul there.
His muscles his way in on Small. Good idea for Kansas to attack Small and try to get some fouls on him. There are more middle ball screens.
only had 3 fouls called in the game, 2 against West Virginia, 1 against the Jayhawks. We had only 5 fouls called against them against Brown. It was the fewest fouls ever against the team at Allen Fieldhouse.
Bill Self's concern is his team cannot get to the free throw line enough to his satisfaction.
Dickinson hits his first shot. Goes it at the left hand. And then the lefty gets his first bucket to make it an 11-point game.
Well, that was Juwan Harris. Baseline, hammer drive. Great pocket pass to Dickinson for the finish.
Well, the Mountaineers had kept the Kansas fans quiet for about 17 minutes, but they're on their feet now.
We're going to stay and trap that ball screen. Got the open back.
Well, it's the Jayhawk fans trying to help their team get back in this game.
Well, Bill Self made this change. Now, instead of hedging that ball screen, they're trapping it, trying to get the ball out of Small's hands. That time created the turnover.
Mayo slices in the lane. Contact. It came to rest in the heel, but the foul takes precedent. Otherwise, we would have had a jump ball.
Penetration by Kansas on the baseline. Harris turns the corner. They need more of this. Look at Dickinson at the rim. KU needs points in the paint.
Just under 4 minutes to play in the first half. It's West Virginia at Allen Fieldhouse leading this game by 11. We're going to see our first free throws of the game coming from Zeke Mayo. And in the 2 Kansas losses, they started 7-0, lost back-to-back games on the road at Creighton and Mizzou. And you see the discrepancy in a couple areas. Number 1, field goal percentage and a little bit in rebounding, but the free throws attempted and made combined for those 2 losses. Creighton and Mizzou combined 40 of 48 from the line. And Bill Self said, hey, we got to get to the line more often. Not just because of the 2 games they lost there, but in general.
In this game, 16 points in the paint, just 8 for Kansas. They've got to start attacking the interior of West Virginia's defense.
Mayo, just about an 80% foul shooter on the year, knocks down the first free throw of the game for either side. Kansas has played 10 players in this first half. Badunga, Coit, Moore, Passmore all come off the bench with Griffin. They're down by 9.
If you look at West Virginia's bench, they may not have 10 players with all the injuries. Andre's finally getting a rest.
Coach DeVries has played 8 so far in this half. O'Connor off his leg and out of bounds to Kansas. That is 3 turnovers now for West Virginia. They had gone a good portion of this first half without a turnover.
They are a low turnover team, under right around 11 a game. And if you follow Darren DeVries' career, always has had a low turnover team. In 6 years at Drake, they did not turn the ball over. They do not beat themselves. Kansas is going to have to get more aggressive offensively, get some points to the board.
Both teams with 3 turnovers in this first half. Harris lost it, and there is number 4 for KU.
Small once again slowing his team down, getting everyone in the position he wants.
Here is Small. Lezovic back in the game for the Mountaineers. Crowd wanted to travel on Small. Here's the drive. Harris up off the right side. Tip good. No, they're going to wave it off. O'Connor called for an offensive foul. Doug Sermon says no basket. Foul against O'Connor. His second.
O'Connor came flying in unchecked, but went over the back of the 7-foot plus Dickinson.
That's a big call. Takes 2 points off the board and gives O'Connor 2 fouls. So he's coming off the floor here with 2 fouls and 3:01 to play in the half.
O'Connor transferred from UIC. Darren DeVries knew him well from their days of matching up against Drake in the Missouri Valley Conference. O'Connor had 30 against Drake one time, and that was an easy decision when O'Connor went in the portal.
Jayhawks trying to add to a 6-0 run. Harris feeding Dickinson. He's got Elizabeth on him, goes to the left hand, and it's short.
They've got Dickinson somewhat confused because they're not going to double him until he bounces. He's not sure what to do because he wants to get into a rhythm bounce before his shot. They've got Hunter Dickinson out of sorts.
Small, stumbling, but able to keep the dribble going. Dickinson hedges. Here's Harris. Sincere, baseline floater, got it. His first bucket. He had missed his first 3 attempts. Mayo about to shoot a 3, feeds Adams, who lays it in.
Adams with the rim run, pinned his defender behind him. Jayhawks need more of that in transition.
Under 2 minutes to go in this first half from Allen Fieldhouse. The freshman, KJ Tinner. Elizabeth, dangerous bounce pass, but it finds Tinner. 5 to shoot. Harris, floater, got another one. Back-to-back trips down the floor for Sincere Harris.
Yeah, transfer from Illinois, known as a defender, a great on-ball defender to get some points out of Harris.
And a travel by Dickinson is Kansas's 5th turnover.
Lots of movement, collapse in the defense. And here comes Harris, turns the corner, gets the floater right in the paint. More points in the paint for the Mountaineers.
Well, for Bill Self's team, the lowest point total they've had in a first half this season is the 25 at Mizzou. They're at 18 with just over a minute to play in the first half today. And there's Elizabeth. I don't know if he was ready for that pass or not. Mayo drive, foul Mountaineers. Mayo being aggressive, he'll go to the foul line. He's the only player on either side that's been to the line today.
He's in attack mode. He shot the 3, and he's been attacking the interior of this West Virginia defense.
Our player to watch at the top of the show, and he's leading Kansas in scoring. Leading them in scoring today, 8 points. The Lawrence High School native.
Yeah, great career at South Dakota State. Eric Henderson, give him some credit for recruiting this young man and developing him into a Big 12 player. Coming back home, been red hot the last 2 games, over 25 points a game.
And he's hit all 4 free throws. And the lead back down to single digits. A minute to go, first half.
Andre got his rest. He's back in the game for West Virginia.
And Aaron DeVries is going to use the use it or lose it timeout here. Kansas burned 2 timeouts inside the first 6 or 7 minutes of this game. The Mountaineers use their first. Darren DeVries' team, no question today. They have outshot Kansas. They're shooting 43% from the field, KU 30%, and they have out-rebounded the Jayhawks 21-12.
And they had difficult travel problems getting in here.
Oh.
They didn't get out of their airport till 2 a.m. The airplane that came to get them had flat tires when it landed. Luckily, they weren't on it. Had to wait for another plane.
Yeah, we hadn't mentioned that, but they're running a little ragged at Javon Small. Not just the scoring, he's become more of a distributor as this game's gone on.
He's got 5 assists. He knows he's going to draw double teams and attention. He's been sharing the sugar, and the benefactor has been Andre. There's one out the corner, the freshman Powell, clicking his heels and knocking one in. Small doing what his team needs for him today, based on what the defense is doing. 5 assists.
Yeah, those travel issues last night, they were supposed to leave West Virginia at 4 Eastern time. They didn't leave until basically midnight Eastern. You mentioned they got in about 3 in the morning Central time. Not much sleep. And then wouldn't you know it, their hotel here in Lawrence at 9 a.m. this morning lost power. They didn't even have power in their hotel. That's what kind of travel it's been for West Virginia.
And D-Rock, Darren DeVries said, I'm going to be glad when 2024 is over.
Well, how about tell you what, if this part of 2024 is any indication of how they're going to play in conference play, he may not want 2024 to end.
Well, it's amazing that resilient young men how they can perform.
They won 5 in a row coming in. Small back to the scoring. He wriggled free and gets his second bucket of the game.
Now, Andre, now he's the distributor.
So now West Virginia can basics leading by 11. And looks like no doubt this is going to be the fewest points for Kansas in the first half this season.
It goes back in Small's hands.
A little time though for Kansas. Did he score a little too early?
Harris called his own number.
Mayo pass off Adams, staying with Kansas with 2 seconds left. $15 has been the largest lead for the Mountaineers. They were up 25-10. Up 13 here. See if the Jayhawks can get a final shot. Mayo dribble, did not get it off in time. I do not think he got it off in time. It went in, but it was late. The Mountaineers finished 4 for 4 from the field and have a 13-point lead. They scored the first 9 points of the game. And you look at the key storylines, Kansas just has struggled shooting the ball.
29% from the field for the Jayhawks as West Virginia's defense has been stellar, but they've controlled the tempo of this game, Mark. With their offense, they've controlled the pace at the offensive end, and they've used the hard hedges and Kansas' aggressive defense against them to get buckets at the rim.
Doug Servants, Bert Smith, Randy McCall looking at that to make sure. Yeah, it was about half-second late, so that's the kind of half it was for KU. The 3 hit by Mayo at the end comes too late, and it's a 13-point lead for West Virginia in this Big 12 opener from Allen Fieldhouse. New Year's Eve in Lawrence, and we'll have more after this. Here at Allen Fieldhouse, 0-11. Kansas hasn't lost a conference opening game in 33 years. That's on the line here in the second half as well.
33 years, that's amazing. That's been on the road, at home. Here's another stat just jumped out at me. Offensive rebounds by Kansas, 1 in the first half. West Virginia, great job of 1 and done.
The last time Kansas lost a Big 12 opener was against Oklahoma in January of 1991. That's how long ago. 33 straight they have won. Mountaineers starting the second half.
They survived without foul issues. Then O'Connor with 2 fouls.
Harris just a bit too strong from Sincere. Let's see how the Jayhawks start the second half. They started the game 0 for their first 9 from the field.
And O'Connor, he's playing off Adams.
Harris had it blocked by Andre, his second block of the game.
Well, Andre, he's playing like he's got an S on his chest. Superman. Scoring, blocking, rebounding, and he's got 2 assists.
Deep 3, Powell. Got it, his 3rd of the game.
You know, the freshman started with the 3. Started the second half with the 3 ball.
Jonathan Powell has been the beneficiary, being in the lineup now 3 straight games with Tucker DeVries out. Harris gets it back from Adams, but then that's tipped away. Man, the defense has been stellar for the Mountaineers in the first half and to start the second half.
O'Connor is playing off Adams. He's plugging up the middle. He's got active hands. Came out of the Missouri Valley Conference as an all-defensive player.
Connie, by the way, the only player on either team with 2 fouls. Jayhawks only got whistled for 1 foul in the first half, and that was against Ryland Griffin. Underneath, laid in with the left hand by Andre.
Great patience. Ron Harris came by, tried to get a strip. Andre squeezed it and then finished. Again, on the roll. Help side is late on the arrival.
So West Virginia has scored the first 5 points of the second half, and now Harris will go to the line. He turns and looks at Doug Servants, who says, I don't want to hear any more of it.
Physical screening now at the end for West Virginia. Powell gets this last three. Great screen as Adams tries to get there and can't. No foul as he ran right over the screener.
Could have been an opportunity there. Harris hits the first free throw. He's the first player besides Mayo to attempt a free throw in this game for either team.
That was H.A. Storr that came running right over the top.
Kansas a perfect 6 of 6 from the line. But trailing it by 16. That 18-point deficit a few moments ago has been their largest deficit of the day.
Javon Small has controlled the tempo of this game.
He'll take a three, maybe a quick shot there, but crashing in was O'Connor. He almost came away with the rebound. Griffin, a quick three. Tip, Dickinson, got it. Well, a quick shot on both sides, but Kansas able to convert on after the rebound by Hunter.
And that's only the second bucket for Kansas on second chance opportunities. Able to keep it alive, and Hunter Dickinson able to get the finish.
And just his second bucket of the day, he averages 16 a game, 16 points.
He's only got 6 out of Hunter Dickinson and K.J. Adams.
Harris, after the feed from Small, and West Virginia has just been able to pick apart Kansas defensively in the half court.
It's that middle ball screen. The help man's coming over, and the baseline runner. That time Harris, easy basket. We've seen O'Connor get him on the baseline run, and then Harris.
Dickinson. I think this has to be a moment for Hunter Dickinson where he needs to step up. He's gotten the last couple of buckets here for Kansas.
He's got to get in and bury Andre under the rim. With Hansberry out, there is no depth for West Virginia at that 5 spot. Dickinson has to be aggressive at the offensive end.
Hunter re-picks up Andre after Andre had switched over to KJ momentarily. Harris, a lot of dribbling, fade away, long, and a Dickinson rebound.
West Virginia is taking away all transition baskets.
Dickinson misses about a 16-footer there.
I'd rather see him go right in the block. He's got to go in the block and demand the basketball. Don't settle for 17-footers.
A little over 4 minutes into this second half.
Javon Small has got the ball on the string. He's controlling this entire tempo of this game.
Harris stumbling back out, 3. Powell. He's hit 3 of those, but misses that one. To the corner, 3 up, no good. To the miss by Griffin. Hunter got the rebound. He's tied up by O'Connor. They're going to call a foul, I believe, on Andre. Yes. That'll be number 2 on Eduardo Andre.
Good effort by Hunter. They had him blocked out. He went back to get it. Javon Small, he's been the man for West Virginia. There's the dish and the finish by Harris.
4.5+ minutes. They're without Amani Hansberry. He's got a boot on the foot. By the way, Jaden Stone did go through warm-ups today. He's not playing, but he's getting closer. He hasn't played all year. It's a 5th-year senior transfer. And, of course, no Tucker DeVries. 4th straight game without him. So, with all that, is this the day that West Virginia wins at Allen Fieldhouse for the first time ever?
Well, Eduardo and Andre is trying to make that statement. He's had an outstanding game here for the Mountaineers. And again, Javon Small controlling the tempo.
West Virginia did not play here in Lawrence last season. First time since they've been in the Big 12 they haven't played him here. And Andre missed the bunny, but got fouled by Mayo. That was a chance for a 3-point play, but he'll shoot 2 in the first free throws of the game for West Virginia.
Now, what West Virginia has done here in the second half, they've changed the person coming over the ball screen on Andre. They took Small off the ball. That time it was Powell. So you're making different defenders in rotations. Same result, Andre at the rim. Would have been an easy bucket, but a late foul.
That miss, he's now 8 of 14 from the line this year.
That could be the one wart in his game today, his ability to convert at the free throw line.
Yeah, he hits 1 of 2. Obviously, Kansas has fouls to give. They've only committed 2 personal fouls in the game, 1 in each half.
West Virginia basically has Harris Alonzowicz as their backup postman, and that is all.
Harris 3. And Kansas was just 2 of 10 from beyond the arc prior to that made 3 by Dajuan Harris.
Well, Harris, he is a winner. He's going to find other ways to help his team eliminate this deficit. That time he becomes a scorer.
Tenor, one of the freshmen. Dishes it off. Andre, great ball movement. O'Connor finishes.
Andre has scored, but I've been more impressed on the short roll, his ability to find the second level of the defense and complete the play.
West Virginia foul. It's a Mountaineer team that went to the battle for Atlantis, beat Gonzaga in overtime, beat Arizona in OT. We won 5 in a row coming in today.
Hey, watch what West Virginia's doing with the offense. And this is what we call a short roll. Watch number 0 there, the catch. Now he's got to read the D. Here comes his teammate O'Connor in off the wing. That is big time play by this guy who's only averaging 14 minutes a game before the injury to Hansberry.
Putting Mayo at the line. So West Virginia has Andre, O'Connor, and Small, all with 2 fouls.
Well, if you're Kansas, you got to keep attacking. You got to be aggressive because of that lack of depth for West Virginia.
Kansas 8 of 8 from the line, 6 of those coming from Mayo. They'll get it down to a dozen.
And now we've seen more full court pressure in the second half by Kansas. Remember, this is a team that's not operating on a lot of sleep, the Mountaineers, because of the travel issues that they went through to get here.
Tenor, the freshman, handling the ball. Tenor and Powell, their freshmen, have played really well here today. And O'Connor hits a 3, his 8th made 3 of the season.
Big bucket. Again, O'Connor, when he plays well, Mountaineers win.
Looked like Harris was maybe setting up a lob to Hunter, but instead he just dropped it in the bucket.
He can turn the corner and get right to what we call the logo. Good read there by Harris. He's going to start putting his team on his back. He hit the 3 earlier. That time turned the corner. Got the floater.
Mayo leading Kansas with 11. Harris now with 9. Shot clock gets down to 6. Free throw jumper knocked down by the other freshman playing today, Jonathan Powell. How about those 2 freshmen today?
Powell, 3-point shooter. He shows I can get to the mid-range and finish it.
Freshman with 11 points. 3 made 3s. Biggie Coit waiting at the scores table to check in for Kansas. That's a clean block for Andre. And will look like it was going to be an easy lay-in for Harris. O'Connor, blocking foul going against Dajuan. And that's going to bring Coit into the game for KU. For Griffin.
Well, Andre is puffing his chest out, and he should. Great timing, redirection, and keeps possession for his team.
I mean, that block, the only thing Dajuan could have done was stuff it. He did just short of that, and it still got blocked.
A great timing by Andre. We talked this guy averaging 4 points a game, 14 minutes. His teammate goes down with an injury, Amani Hansberry, and he gets his ticket punched. And he knows, hey, coach is not going to take me out very much because there's nobody else to put in. He is getting a rest now.
West Virginia's been able to maintain this double-digit lead, looking to add to it again. It kicks off for O'Connor. Jayhawks down 15 in the Big 12 opener. A Mayo 3, short, long rebound. That's out to Small. Kansas now 3 of 12 beyond the arc and 1 of 5 here in the second half.
And the speed of West Virginia's backcourt, they've gotten the long rebound off those misses. The long shots lead to long misses. Your guards got to get involved. West Virginia guards have.
Dunga hedging. That leaves Lezovic open for a moment. Small push down by Badunga. And we come to a timeout. Mountaineers looking for their first ever win at Allen Fieldhouse, up 15 near the midway point of the second half. Interim head coach Josh Eilert, the 11 times they played here under Bob Huggins, they had some near misses, but never got the W. Is it first-year Mountaineer head coach Darren DeVries that's going to get them in the win column for the first time here?
Bob Huggins, 2 overtime losses here in Allen Fieldhouse as he came close. Kansas shooting it very poorly at 31%. And to compound it, they can't get the offensive glass. They've only got 3 offensive rebounds throughout this game. West Virginia doing a great job of getting bodies on white jerseys on the misses.
West Virginia scored the game's first 9 points. They have never trailed at any point in this contest. O'Connor, 6 to shoot. Harris trying to take it away from him. Big size advantage for O'Connor. He shoots over him short. Elizabeth missed the bunny.
Elizabeth had 1 point blank. He was surprised he was that close. Might have been the footsteps of Hunter Dickinson.
Or the shadow of Dickinson, because he was right there next to him. Mayo got that one to go. He leads Kansas with 13.
We'll see how long that Darren DeVries keeps Andre on the bench.
Mountaineers, for the most part, have kept this sold-out Kansas crowd quiet.
Yeah, no question. Hasn't been much to cheer about. The Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Long shot clock, 3 missed. Dickinson tipping it off his hands. They're going to say last touch by the Mountaineers.
There's 2 good defensive possessions back-to-back by Kansas. They've got to string those together. But here comes back in the game Eduardo Andre.
He's played 23 minutes.
Yeah, different looking offense when he's in there, because they can roll him, they can throw up the rim. They can't do that with his backup, Elizabeth.
Harris. This one came in just a little bit late, but blown nonetheless by the baseline official, Randy McCall. And Harris go to the line for a second time. Number 3 on Andre, so 10:20 to play. He's the first player to 3 fouls on either side.
They got up a little gimpy, but walked it off. Now Harris, 50-year guy, a national championship ring. He's got to step up, the leader of this team, and get this defense going for Kansas. And they've got to somehow up-tempo. They've got to get some baskets in transition, some putbacks. West Virginia's defense has been so solid. You got to find other ways to score.
Here's playing his 152nd career game. That's the active lead in D1. And if he stays healthy all season, he'll eventually pass Mitch Lightfoot for the most games played in Kansas hoops history.
He's trying to put an assault on the all-time assist record also. He's got a long way to go for that one.
The steady climb of the numbers, the production from the Columbia, Missouri native, Juan Harris.
And that loss to Creighton. Creighton dared him to shoot. And remember, Darren DeVries was an assistant for Greg McDermott at Creighton. I'm sure he made a call to his old friend about how to defend this Kansas team.
The KU crowd trying to help him cut this deficit. Five to shoot. Mountaineers have now missed their last 5 from the field.
Starting to string together stops. Now can they convert at the offensive end?
Crowd wanted a foul on Andre, bumping into Dickinson. It would have been his 4th, and now Makani called for a push on Badunga, and that's his 3rd. So the foul's starting to mount up there a bit. 3 on Makani and Andre as well.
Well, you're seeing Kansas get more aggressive and more physical offensively. Their body on people. Defense can help your offense. They're getting energized by stops in the defensive end, the Jayhawks.
Harris has a little blood on the elbow. The left arm. Bill Cowgill, the longtime athletic trainer for the Jayhawks, wrap that up.
Also gives Eduardo Andre a little breather.
Dickinson fouled. The help defense came over. Yesufu thought he had all ball. The former Jayhawk picks up his first. But still a smile on his face.
Came baseline side. Dickinson dropped the ball, but too much strength carried Yesufu right up with him.
First free throws of the game coming for Hunter Dickinson.
And that's a great point. He's got to hit more aggressive and get the free throw line. Force the interior of this West Virginia defense, which is thin, to guard him, get physical, draw some fouls.
The Jayhawks had hit their first 10 free throws of the game. Dickinson's missed their first free throw miss. 72% foul shooter this year.
One of the great ways to make up a deficit. Make your free throws, score with the clock stop, and then get your defense set, load your defense up, and make stops.
Javon Small's tied his left shoe, so that's the reason for the holdup here. And the crowd's getting a little antsy, thinking he's trying to ice Dickinson again here. Didn't work, but that was his objective. 10-point game. Here they come again at Allen Fieldhouse. Small quiets the crowd.
Gets one to just drop off the flange, gets the members roll.
Batunga lays it in. Back to 10. Kansas hasn't been down by single digits since the first half.
This is a different lineup for Kansas. We see Batunga in there along with Hunter Dickinson. Did not see that lineup in the first half from the Jayhawks.
We're playing both bigs here, Bill Self.
Batunga can guard out in the perimeter.
Okani. Mayo knocked down. Shot missed. Dickinson, it's out of bounds. Kansas ball. And Toby Okani. Oh, that was last touch by KU, but Jayhawk basketball with 8:26 to go. Last time the Jayhawks were down just single digits, it was 25-16. So it has been a while.
We'll see what these two post players do, play the two bigs together for Kansas.
Harris, tough shot on the offside. Batunga, you got two bigs down there now, Kevin. That was a difference maker.
At both ends, it's helped Kansas at the defensive end and at the offensive end. Batunga giving the Jayhawks a huge lift.
Timeout, Mountaineers. Jayhawks within single digits for the first time in a while. New Year's Eve in Lawrence. 8-point lead for the Mountaineers.
BK Melts. Wanna warm up? This sure helps. Classic bacon shroom.
Better job rebounding in the second half. They were out-rebounded 22-12 in the first half. They've out-rebounded the Mountaineers 11-6 so far in the second half.
They didn't get hardly anything off the offensive glass. With the insertion of the freshman Batunga, the McDonald's All-American, they've gotten more active at both ends of the floor for the Jayhawks. Watch number 40 now. He's going to come up and pressure. 6'11" with great feet.
Kansas in the second half has been playing both bigs on the floor at the same time. Batunga and Dickinson.
Batunga's going to patrol the middle and take away that lob.
Small picked up the dribble. Still 8 to shoot. Harris, who hasn't hit a 3 this year.
Harris 0 for 25, so Badunga's playing off of Harris.
As the shot clock was winding down, off the mark from Harris. Dangerous pass, found Badunga, he scores! Oh, how did Diggy Coit get that over the top to Flory Badunga?
The soft hands by Badunga with the catch and the finish. They put him on Harris here at the defensive end. Badunga, Harris, as you mentioned, has not made a 3. They're going to play him as a center fielder.
2-possession game. The Jayhawk fans are back into it.
They're not guarding Harris.
Harris from high off the glass. Mayo, contact, in and out. Well, Badunga and Dickinson on the floor making a difference right now for KU, Kevin.
Well, defensively, Badunga's been in the middle, patrolling the paint for Kansas. And at the offensive end, the catch and the finish. Kansas rebounds that one over the top. And defensively, they use him as a center fielder. They put him on Harris, not a shooter, and let him patrol the middle. It's taken away the lob play to Andre. First half has been Andre. He's got 15, and the second half has been Flory Badunga.
6-0 run, part of an 11-2 run for the Jayhawks. Out of the timeout, Mayo at the line, shooting a couple of free throws here. And without the makes from the free throw line, it would be an even bigger hill for Kansas to climb. 12 to 13 from the line now.
That's one thing that Bill Self talked about. He's got to get to the free throw line more, and Mayo has gotten there for the Jayhawks.
Kansas down 4. The last time they were down by 4 or fewer, it was 4-0 West Virginia to begin the game.
DeVries took Harris, the non-shooter, out of the game.
Small, just a little long, but the long rebound right back to him. Yesufu floater. And a Badunga rebound. That's a career-high 10th. 5 of them here in the second half.
Second chance is a little quick by Yesufu. DeVries want to use more clock.
Mayo, fouled by O'Connie. That's going to be his 4th. And they had to figure at some point the run was coming for Kansas. And right now, West Virginia and head coach Darren DeVries' team trying to restabilize here, Kevin.
And he talked about Mayo in the open, how he's been aggressive, but the confidence has grown, especially in the last 2 games. He's averaged over 25 a game, and his ability to get to the free throw line has been huge. There he's perfect from the line for the Jayhawks.
It's a perfect 10 of 10 from the line. The Jayhawks down just by 2.
And Darren DeVries trying to find some answers. He's taken his non-shooter Harris off the court. And now he's got the freshman Tenor in. Small lineup for West Virginia. Quick feed by Badunga.
Pass, found Powell, almost picked off, and Mayo in the process of trying to steal that ball, fouled, and picks up his 2nd.
Badunga may have got his hands on that pass and tipped it, so it was mishandled.
You had a great comment a moment ago. You got Small and Badunga. His footwork was staying right with the smaller player.
Yeah, Badunga's playing like he's got a 3rd lung. He's been everywhere on this court.
Small, 5 to shoot. Tenor, floater, big shot for West Virginia. They needed that one badly, and they get it from the true freshman.
Well, Badunga had to run to the paint for the roll man. Was tardy on the recovery. Big time shot for the Mountaineers.
Coit can't answer. Long rebound deflected to Yesufu.
Small tip that to Yesufu. Great play by the senior, Devon Small. Knew he couldn't rebound himself. Tipped it to his teammate.
Dunga and Harris there with Small. Shifted to Yesufu. Three! And the ex-Jayhawk nails a massive three-pointer. Timeout, Kansas. Second made three of the game for Joseph Yesufu in his return to Allen Fieldhouse.
Great misdirection play. Brought it back to him in the right corner. Joseph Yesufu has a national championship ring somewhere from that 2022 season for the Jayhawks. There's that. Caught Mayo in the rotation. Yesufu.
Fieldhouse. Kansas has won 33 consecutive conference opening games. That is in jeopardy. Got to go back to 91, the last time they lost a conference opener, and that was at Oklahoma in the Roy Williams era.
And you were on the call a year ago when Kansas goes into Morgantown and beats or loses
The other way around,
loses to West Virginia.
It was number 3 Kansas last January. Lost to Morgantown, the only meeting last year between these schools. All right, now it's suddenly with under 5 minutes to go, Kevin, this becomes a big possession for Kansas.
Well, we talked about the seniors, Harris and Dickinson stepping up here in the second half.
Mayo.
Oh, it's been all Mayo. That's 19 for the senior transfer from South Dakota State.
The freshman tenor wisely backed it up now, trying to get an angle on Badunga. With that link, he'll give it back to Small. Small, got it. Big time shot, big time player in his first year in Morgantown.
Oh, Hunter Dickinson thought he had a piece of that. Floated right over the top.
Mayo off the backboard. Dickinson is fouled on the floor. No shot there, no bucket. Well, Small hasn't been a big scorer in this game, but he got a big one there. 8 points to go along with his 10 rebounds.
He's got 6 assists also for Small. He turns a corner on this one. Off 1 foot, floats it in right on the top of the 7-footer. Bring it up.
Mountaineers as we head under 4 minutes on this New Year's Eve in Lawrence.
Zeke Mayo has gotten to the rim. He's gotten to the free throw line. Perfect 10 of 10 from the free throw line. 19 points for Mayo. And now it's Hunter Dickinson at the line for the Jayhawks. They have shot 16 free throws. West Virginia's only been to the free throw line twice in this game.
And he hits the front end of the 1-and-1. To the 19th foul against the Mountaineers. One and two again for Dickinson. He's 2 of 4 from the line today. Jayhawks 16 of 18 as a team.
Baron DeVries keeps this small lineup of these Yesufu, Tenor, and Small with 3 guards.
Dunga switches over on Andre. Open 3, Powell. The freshman off the heel. He had hit 3 today.
Dunga again, great defensive effort by the freshman, number 40 in white. It's been tremendous, the defensive end for Kansas.
Jayhawks down 6. 3:15 to go.
Mayo's been the man.
Took some contact from Andre, and that is 4 on Andre. He'll join Okani, who has 4. Okani's been on the bench. He's going to come off the bench with 4 now. Let's see who spot he's going to take. You would assume it's going to be Andre here. The substitution will come after this first free throw from Mayo. Kansas in the double bonus now. Okani, nope, he's going to take Yesufu, so they're going to get a little bigger on the floor this time now, Kevin. I thought taking Andre off the floor would have been a big risk at this point.
Yeah, I thought he'd maybe bring him in for 10 or get more experience. You've got Okani, who is a fifth-year guy, has been through the wars.
12 of 12 from the line today for Mayo.
Well, Okani has the ability to make threes.
Tried to trap Small in the backcourt, but it's across to Okani. 3 minutes to go. Mountaineers with the ball up 4 at Allen Fieldhouse.
Trying to get that, go back to that middle ball screen, but nowhere to roll.
Okani passed up the 3, shoots the 2.
Again, Gunda, a huge factor inside with his length and size, along with Hunter Dickinson. There's nowhere to go in that paint.
Harris dumped it off to Badunga, and he throws too high into the backcourt. Oh, and they say he's over. He looked to jump before the midcourt stripe.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Yeah, clean play.
And that is...
You hear the fans are seeing the replay.
That is a big call. It gives the ball to the Mountaineers. He did not step foot in the backcourt. He leaped in the air and before coming down, got it back into the front court. Doug Sermon sees it the other way. Small slips, still dribbling. Shot goes up. Oh! Small! What a shot after nearly losing the dribble.
She fell down on his pants and got back up and drained it.
Mayo missed a 3, didn't hit the rim, but it stayed in play. And Kansas keeping possession, but we're under 2 minutes. Jayhawks down 6. Harris lost the handle, and it's West Virginia ball.
When you need points, here's your go-to man, number 7, Small. Slips, keeps the handle. How about that play for Small? Playing big today.
He has hit two huge shots here in the last handful of minutes for the Mountaineers as Kansas was mounting a furious rally, but a timeout here for the Mountaineers with 1:43 left. Crowd still reacting to that over and back call. As time winding down here on this New Year's Eve, 33 straight conference opening wins for Kansas. You got to go back to 91 since they've lost one. That was at Oklahoma. Mountaineers 0 for 11 all time here at Allen Fieldhouse, trying to change that under new head coach Darren DeVries.
And West Virginia takes a timeout. They have 1 timeout left.
By the way, Small, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Well, he's 4 assists shy of a triple-double, on top of making 2 huge shots here down the stretch for the Mountaineers.
In the first half, it was all Eduardo Andre with 15. Small has stepped up in the second half, and they got contributions from the freshman. Powell was huge. Yesufu hit the big 3 out of the corner.
How big may this play be? Mayo definitely looked to stay on the front court side, and before coming down in the backcourt, delivered it back into the front court. Doug Sermon said he was on that line over and back.
And that was the possession that West Virginia was able to get a bucket out of.
There's your game summary. Kansas going up almost 3 minutes here now without a field goal.
Dickinson out, KJ Adams in for more ball pressure and trapping by Kansas.
Kansas only 14 fouls, so they got fouls to give. but don't need to there. As the Mountaineers turn it over, a big turnover. It's their 5th of the game, so they really haven't had a lot of turnovers.
A rare mistake by Small on that delivery, trying to get to Andre in the corner. Opportunity for the Jayhawks.
Sub back in Dickinson. Down 6 with a minute 35 to go. Obviously a huge possession here for KU.
And getting in Mayo's hands.
Mayo takes the 3.
Shot fake, sidestep, drains it.
24 for Mayo. Tenor fouled. They're going to put the freshman with these fouls to give, and an inbound's coming.
Mayo trying to do the Iverson cut. Dickinson with a screen and then a rescreen. Ball fake, move the defense. Watch how he squares his shoulders up. Sidestep. Outstanding release.
Kansas still has a couple of fouls to give here, and there's a minute to go. Mountaineers with the ball up 3, trying to win for the first time ever at Allen Fieldhouse. Okani along 2. Rebound Dickinson. Mayo for the tie. Dickinson. 1-point game. 37 seconds left. Kansas 2 fouls to give. Timeout Mountaineers. They use their last.
Hunter Dickinson struggled in the first half, especially the offensive glass. He's gone to work here in the second half as Dickinson now with 10 points and 12 rebounds, racking up another double-double.
His 7th of the season. That leads the Big 12. Jayhawks had a season-low 20 points at the half. They were down 33-20. Trailed by as many as 18. And here we are with just over a half-minute left. And Kansas down 1, West Virginia ball.
Well, and you got 6 seconds separating the shot clock, game clock. Kansas has fouls to burn. So that's going to reset that shot clock when they do that.
So they have another foul to give. If you're Kansas, Kevin, are you going to commit a quick foul just to give yourself the option to save some time here and put them on the line?
I think they're going to do it right away, so then you still have a differential between the shot clock and the game clock. You do immediately on the catch if you don't get the steal.
What a start to Big 12 play. Kansas has never led at any point. And that's what's at stake. Might some streaks end on each side.
Most important thing for West Virginia is the inbounder, Okani, the trigger man. No timeouts left for the Mountaineers.
Get it into Small. Foul. There's a foul call, not a tie-up. Randy McCall making the call on that. Fans looking at the replay. Kansas has the possession, or if that were a tie-up, they would have gotten possession. Instead, team foul number 6, so they have another to give before West Virginia's at the line.
The shot clock now goes back to 30.
Stolen! first lead of the game.
This is the steal, the bad pass by O'Connor. Adams attacks O'Connor, and then Smalls gets the rebound and takes it up court.
And West Virginia's got the guy at the line they want. Javon Small, who was 4th in the Big 12 at 87% from the line last year with Oklahoma State, and he's 87% again this year. A 1-and-1. He had a couple of big shots from the field earlier in this second half, and now he hits a big one from the line.
And if it comes to this, he goes up 3. I know from experience, Darren DeVries never fouls when he's up 3.
No surprise. Small hits both. 3-point game. Timeout Kansas as they will burn. Wait, it's just a substitution. No timeout. They bring Andre back to the bench for the Mountaineers. Shot clock off. Game clock at 20. Kansas down 3. Mayo will have a chance to tie it at the line.
Here's Mayo with tempo. They're trying to keep Mayo from getting the 3-point shot. He back cuts Small, gets the contact, and now back at the line where he's a perfect 12 of 12.
Andre comes back. Dickinson comes out for Kansas. Harris also out for the Mountaineers. You got Yesufu up there. Back in the lineup for the Mountaineers. Tied up. Mountaineers look to have a chance to win it in regulation with 16 seconds left. Our first tie of the game.
Last inbound, O'Connor threw it away. No timeouts for West Virginia.
Small brings it across. Mountaineers, no timeouts. They can hold it for the final shot to try to win it at the field house. Small gets fouled by Badunga with just under 2 seconds left. They put the ball in the hands of their veteran, and he makes a play and gets to the line. Badunga, who's been such a huge part, especially in the second half for Kansas, to get back in the game.
We have to switch Badunga on him, gets him off balance. The freshman up in the air, and then Small leans in for the contact.
So they've gone to the monitor to see if this was a 3-point attempt or a 2. I don't think there's any question. This was inside the line, so this should be 2 free throws. Small, as good a free throw shooter as he is the guy they want at the line again to try to win this game.
Was right foot clearly inside. This is going to be 2 shots for West Virginia.
Mountaineers have never won here. 0-11. Kansas has won 33 straight conference openers. That might change here in the next few minutes. Kansas has come all the way back from down 18. They've never led, tied it at 61. Both teams taking advantage of that official timeout to go to the monitor. And Kansas has the only timeout left. So keep that in mind if indeed Small makes both free throws. I'm going to bring up this subject right now. If he hits the first, do you miss the second?
Yes.
On purpose?
Yes. That's a great point. Great point.
Well, let's see how it plays out.
Because then you force Kansas to take a miss. They got a 1 bounce and a heave. Otherwise, they can throw it up quick, out of bounds.
Kansas is trying to sub. Badunga came off the floor. Here comes the free throw for Small for the lead.
Your point now, he's got to make this one.
Mountaineers lead it by 1.8 seconds left. Long pass. KJ puts it up. It's short. It was partially blocked. No fouls. And for the first time ever, West Virginia has won at Allen Fieldhouse. Well, during that monitor review, obviously Bill Self and the Jayhawks, they had a timeout, but knew after a made free throw, be it the first or second, Hunter was going to throw long, and he connected with KJ Adams, but it was very well defended by the Mountaineers.
They had a good look down court. But how about this West Virginia team under Darren DeVries? They come in here shorthanded with injuries. Bad flight to get in here. Great start to this game, able to hold on, and they get the win in Allen Fieldhouse.
And Kansas loses a conference opener for the first time since 1991. They had won 33 in a row. That streak ends. The Mountaineers winless streak at Allen Fieldhouse ends. And what a start for Darren DeVries. His team's now won 6 in a row. And they begin conference play with one of the biggest wins in school history in the regular season, I would presume.
No question. Javon Small, big part of it, with a double-double, 13 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. But we got to talk about Andre early in that game, how well he played for West Virginia.
West Virginia never trailed. They win it at Allen Fieldhouse 62-61. Kevin, what a start to conference play we just witnessed.
Yeah, Happy New Year, partner. What a way to end 2024.
West Virginia led by Andre's 15, Small 13, and they win it by a point, 62-61. For Kevin Lehman and our outstanding crew, I'm Mark Neely. Thanks for sharing this one with us. Happy New Year for Lawrence. The Mountaineers win for the first time ever at Allen Fieldhouse, upsetting number 7 Kansas 62-61.